Of course, it'll be a 2 o'clock show. No difference in the show time. And we'll be out there doing the show live, all courtesy of Bud Light, and we'll have guests and prizes and presents for you. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It will be the final live show of 2019 before we go off for a few weeks for the holidays. So if you can join us, if you can somehow finagle your way out of work or whatever, and come hang out, we'd love to have you, because it's going to be a blast. So Monday, December 16th, the Alan Cox Show 10th anniversary special at Slim and Chubby's in Strongsville. Cavaliers are off tonight. They lost to the Pistons last night here at home. They will still be at home at the Romo Fijo on Friday night against the Orlando Magic at 7 o'clock. I saw that whoever over on the sports station was saying Romo Fijo was asked to stop using that.
Yeah, I saw that too. Because of tyranny, that's why.
That's right, because they don't appreciate freedom over there. That's why. I don't know who the responsible parties are.
Let's find them.
But I would say whoever was using Romo Fijo over on the sports station, thank you, whoever you are.
Getting the good word out.
And whoever told you to stop using it.
Shame on you.
That's right.
Shame on you.
That's just some of that radio nonsense, though. They're like, well, somebody else came up with that, so don't do it. But I use things that other people came up with all the time. I'm using this microphone right here.
Someone else invented that.
Hotel bell. I didn't make that. Somebody else. These computers that I use, I didn't invent those. I'm using all kinds of things that other people came up with. Bill Squire. I didn't make that, but I use them.
Yes, you
Boy,
do.
do I use them.
Sure do.
You didn't make Bill?
Used up.
It might be a great unveiling at the 10th anniversry party.
What's that? The
That
Billbot 5000?
You're actually Bill's dad.
Oh, well, I guess you just unveiled it, didn't you?
At 11 years old, Alan had a son.
I got around, you know, the whole super sperm
Yeah.
thing. It's a thing.
Alan Cox, super sperm.
You know what? And we'd still talk as much as me and my dad.
That's right. We like to keep our relationship professional. If you listen on iHeartRadio, Mike Paramore was just talking about when he goes on the road, he will always have people coming to his shows in other cities who listen on this program, on the app, and that's always cool. Mark listens in Bayonne, New Jersey. Steve is in Fort Hood, Texas. Mike and Chelsea are in Edmond, Oklahoma. Alicia is in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Jared and Kelly are in Greensburg, PA, outside Pittsburgh. So, thank you, one and all. We got some new video for you if you're watching at AlanCoxShow.com. We mentioned a few weeks ago, we were lamenting the loss of the famous can opener bridge.
Not the loss, but they were raising it.
Well, they were raising it and thereby weren't going to be snaring trucks anymore, was the thought going into it. This guy has had a fixed camera on this bridge. It was like 11feet8.com or something, right? Well, that is still open because even though they've raised it, there are still trucks. Even though they raised it 8 inches, even though there is a flashing sign that apparently knows ahead of time this truck is too big. It says oversized or over height. You have to turn. People aren't paying attention or people don't watch. This is in Durham, North Carolina. And they snared so many trucks on this bridge that it got to be a real problem. And so they raised that portion of the bridge 8 inches. Imagine what it takes, a feat of engineering. It seems like that would be easier. But I bet you it's more difficult to raise a bridge 8 inches than, say, 8 feet. I bet that small, less than a foot, I bet that would be more difficult to do.
No, 8 feet you have to make it completely, you have to build an entire new bridge, basically.
But what do they do here? They just shave it, or they...
I think they add onto the road a little bit, and they go, I don't know. I've never
Still a
raised
lot of structural work somewhere,
Yes, it's a lot of work.
Why didn't they just make a brand new bridge?
Probably takes too much time.
Probably a lot more work. So anyway,
I think they should just make it a ramp. Just that way they don't have to have a bridge, and then you have to jump over that section of road.
Yeah.
It's just
like
funny
the Dukes of Hazzard, every truck that
now
wants
you're
to go by.
Start shaming me for my ramp idea, Mary?
I didn't shame that at all. I was on
I'm
board
just saying,
with that
yes,
one.
anytime I come up with some great idea.
A ramp is a better idea than a moat.
All right.
Given your history of prejudice against Bill's clearly amazing ideas, it's not without the realm of possibility that he would assume you were ready to strike with some cutting comment.
It's not just because they're your ideas. It's not that I hate everything that comes out of your face. I hate the dumb stuff.
Your face.
That's all.
So you're saying that no matter who came up with that idea, it would be equally dumb.
Correct. I'm anti-moat no matter who says it.
Okay.
Ramps? I like ramps. Funny things happen on ramps.
See, I feel you're being a tad disingenuous. I think that if I had thrown this moat idea out,
you'd be more open to it.
I would have questioned it just the same.
Not more open to it, but you wouldn't have been as vehemently opposed as you were to Bill's moat idea.
I don't know about all that.
I think so.
I brought you into my home.
You brought me into your home so I could see it, so you could ask me to paint it.
Yeah, so
that's what it is.
So did you ask her to bring a tape measure, by the way, when she showed up?
I have a tape measure.
Get that blue tape.
Yeah, but that's the power move, is you ask them to bring one, and then they get there, and you already have one. That's the move.
I actually hadn't. I don't want her to really paint. Just thought it'd be funny.
You're not going to paint?
No, I'm going to paint. But
you don't want her to paint. Yeah. Anyway, the 11'8" bridge is now the 12 feet 4-inch bridge, and they got another truck. If you're watching this, I'll show it to you here. There's a sign that says turn around, but they got to do it. I mean, it looks like he's going to clear it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he got
Not that bad.
Piece of the truck falls up.
Yeah.
No, it's not as
It's not as serious.
exciting as the last one, but you're still doing damage to the truck.
It's just a little one.
Slide on through.
You don't want to shave it. Here's another angle.
He's
There's
going
the
by
new
slow. He
Canover
knows.
nibbles on a box truck.
That's more of a shaving than anything else.
Yes, and
it
if you
doesn't
went,
live up to the hype of the old one.
no, but if you went back to your boss and said it just shaved the top of the truck
Just
off,
barely.
yeah, they
Do you-
probably wouldn't be as.
Yeah. Do you immediately get fired, all my truck driver listeners? Like, do you get fired if you have one little infraction?
His
Like,
listeners.
I'm just saying, anyone who's listening to the show,
kidding.
I doubt they would fire you for that. I mean, I would imagine.
You probably have to pay for it.
You probably
Comes
have to pay
out of your
something.
paycheck or something.
I don't know if
is a
I
lot.
honestly don't know, but I can't imagine they would fire you for that.
I don't know. Something with like my dad was a truck driver for a time, and so was my brother, and I don't know.
But they're insured too.
That's what I'm saying. But I think after you crash, once or something, and
multiple times,
you're
if it's
uninsurable, and they don't want to take the risk on you.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to get like a Tracy Morgan deal.
Yeah. Alan, you sound like Theraflu owes you a sponsorship. You sound like hot garbage, but I
You don't
appreciate you
sound that
coming in,
bad.
you dumb liberal. You know what? When I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, something's going on. And I feel totally fine.
But that's what I had a couple weeks ago, where I had that that show where there was one day I just had that voice, and the next day
you were knocked
it
out.
all came crashing
I
down.
know.
So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Hopefully I'm here tomorrow. I feel fine.
Start fighting it.
I
Emergency.
was in
Dayquil.
just in the interest of full disclosure. Yesterday, I was in the bathroom all day.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, good. That's usually how I process, like, colds, is it goes through the basement, not the attic, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. I don't care about that. I don't want to be because I got to talk. But when I woke up this morning,
Many listeners would say you talk out of your ass quite a bit.
and they would be half right.
Yes.
But this morning when I woke up, I was like, oh, well, I'll sound cool.
Ooh,
Except
little
now
sexy
it doesn't
rasp.
sound so cool. Yeah, it sounds weird to me.
At the beginning of the show, it sounded better than it does now. Now
Oh, really?
it sounds,
It's getting worse?
it's getting worse.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it is.
Or maybe I'm getting more used to it.
You
and-
sound a little nasally, but not like.
No, it's got the rasp, but like at the beginning of the show, it just sounded like a little bit of gravel in his voice. But now it's getting a little bit more just tired, I would say.
That's why.
Yeah.
They didn't raise the bridge. They lowered the roadway, somebody said. Maybe. I mean, that would make sense, too. But the thing I read said that they literally raised
Wait a
the
minute.
bridge.
They lowered the street?
Yeah, because they can just dig it out. And
It's easier to do that, probably, than to raise a whole section of
I
the
guess,
bridge.
yeah.
Alan, crash or get truck stolen is a firing at my job. I've been driving trucks for years. Well, yeah, if a truck gets stolen, I would be like, Jim, could you come into my office and
but
bring
you
everything
getting
with
a truck stolen, I mean, it's got to be the situation where it's your fault that it got stolen, not what if it's like a master truck thief and there's nothing you can do about it.
What are you transporting that a master truck thief would need?
Gold bullion
Gold.
or soup bullion. Gold. What differentiates a master truck thief from an amateur truck thief?
That would,
Someone that can get away with it.
yeah.
I just got to my
Hours of
friend. He thought
experience.
my
Someone who could get away with it.
yeah.
Oh, all
There's
right.
there's MasterCard thieves, and then there's people that are like, we'll just boost the car real simple because they had let the keys in.
But plenty of non-professionals get away with it.
Right, but I'm saying this is a master.
Expert is 10,000 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's a
10,000 hours of
master?
stealing
5,000
trucks.
hours? Master's less than expert.
I don't know.
That's a lot of Grand Theft Auto.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Do they show you the specifics in that game of boosting a truck or a
Probably.
car?
I think you
haven't-
just do it.
I've
never
played
played
maybe
that
5
game.
minutes total of that game.
My video game knowledge
Once I
is-
heard that you got to beat hookers with like baseball bats with nails in them, I was like, I'm there.
When I heard you get to pay for hookers, I was like, "Oh, can I get this game?" I thought that was so cool. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I'm like 13 years old. I'm like,
that was the
I'm gonna
lures
go
that you
get
got
a
to pay
hander.
for hookers.
Yeah.
The fact that you got money, you had money in the game, you had enough expendable income to pay for a hooker. That's what got him.
That's how you know you made it.
My video game knowledge is pretty much Guitar Hero. Like I said, a little bit of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, but I only did that so guys would think I was cool.
So then, what drew you to Guitar Hero?
My high school sweetheart had it, and we would play together, and then I got good at it, and I like
so
being
you've been
good
playing
at
it a
things.
long time.
Well, it came out when I was in high school.
Right, but
that was like the big craze was during my high school years.
I didn't know if recently you had picked it up.
No.
I see.
I had been playing that since it came out, and then I've just always had it. I've had the Xbox that I have, my Jason Mraz autographed Xbox. We've talked about this.
Yes.
I've had that since 2008.
Did he
So-
sign it Mr. AZ?
No, it's Jason Mraz. He drew a picture of his face. He's got a little fedora hat on.
He's got that stupid hat on.
He does.
What? Is he
he
going
drew
bald
his
or
hat.
what?
He drew him in a hat.
Yeah, but is
that's
he
part
going
of the
bald?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that what it is?
I have
Oh.
no idea.
Usually, if somebody's wearing a hat all the time, they're going bald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. You know who's not going bald? Mary Santora, but she did have a little what was it? A wardrobe malfunction.
Stop.
I'm just kidding.
Quit making people look at my boobs.
AlanCoxShow.com.
They're not looking at your boobs.
They're trying to.
Well,
Yeah, well,
that's a
that's-
completely different. I mean, I can't
Let them try.
be mad at the hustle.
I guess.
I mean, they're trying to get out
Now
there.
I am
and-
very self-conscious. I'm like trying to like sit with my shoulders forward. You know what I mean? Like so my chest is concave.
in that Jabba the Hutt pose. That's
yeah,
a good
like
look too.
this. So that way my shoulders are forward and my chest is back. So that way nothing is
Popping out.
popping. I guess I didn't realize how.
Poppable.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because are you wearing a more padded bra today?
No, I wear the same bra, the same type of bra
Okay.
all the time.
Just curious.
But I guess I just never paid attention to it. And I usually don't have this top one buttoned when I wear it out because I'm okay with a little bit of cleavage when I'm out, but with just you guys.
So
and-
this is a shirt with which you've got close to your 10,000 hours of wearing. You should be an expert in wearing that
well,
shirt.
I normally wear it without this button buttoned, so that way it's like that. And then there's not as much pressure on the button below it.
Yeah, but
you
then
can
you've
see
got.
My boobs
I was
going to
say that is full cleave.
That's why I don't do it when I come here because I don't feel like it's appropriate to
I
have that
understand.
much boob out.
It's not that it's inappropriate, but if you want to be comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
But so like I will wear it buttoned like this on stage, and then when I get off stage, I'll unbutton it and I'm like talking and hanging out. And
It's
stuff
the same
like that.
reason
Hanging
I
out
had to
indeed.
stop. It's
But
the
that's
same
too
reason.
much.
Same reason that the audience implored me to stop wearing deep V's years ago, because I had the kind custom made that were
Super deep.
They were deep to my belly button.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, dude, you gotta stop. And I didn't see the whole.
And this is pre-live stream. They could hear it.
He's actually talking about his pants. They were a deep V that went all the way down.
I didn't get all the hullabaloo about it. Hubbabaloo, is that your word, Poundcake? All the hubbabaloo about it.
Hullabaloo.
But they
Hullabaloo.
they asked me to stop, and so I did.
You're a man of the people, Alan.
I try to be.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't always succeed. I usually fail.
I'll never
But
forget.
when it came to the deep V's to my BB,
Deep
I-
beat to the deep
Get it out.
That's one of my
TikTok,
favorites.
you don't stop.
My favorite ZZ Top songs.
That's right. What, Poundcake?
I said I'll never forget. Right when I came out of the closet, I just wanted to have something gay and empowering. So I go to H&M and try to find the gay because I wanted to gay up my wardrobe. So I'm like, what's the gayest shirt I can find? And there was this one V-neck shirt. It wasn't even a V-neck. It had buttons all the way down, and the button went down to my belly button. Like that was the last button. I was like, so do I just what's the gayest way to wear this? Do I wear it all the way open, or do I button up some? Like, what's the course?
So is it when
of doing this?
So it's when you
Our top winner in the showcase is gay.
So when you first come out, is it that you need to telegraph to everyone that you're gay? Like you're sending up the bat signal,
It's not
right?
even that. It's not for them. It's more so for me. It's like, okay, I've been
You had
repressed all
this-
these
yeah.
years. You know, I was wearing the
You're like, this is the
5X
stuff
T-shirts.
You're like, this is the stuff I've been wanting to wear.
Yeah, I wanted to express myself a bit. It wasn't even like trying to get a man or something like that. I was just like, I'm gay now, so I want to wear something. I want to wear a gay shirt.
I remember like
when
the
I first
first
seen a
time,
gay shirt.
and this isn't the same, but I remember the first time I dressed like punk when I went to school.
Ooh, from
And
Hot Topic.
No, because Hot Topic wasn't even really a thing yet.
Oh.
I mean, like I had a Pennywise shirt, and I dyed my hair black, and I had like, and this is like Blink 182 punk, so it was like, you know, there was dumb bracelets, and I took a lot of my look from the movie SLC Punk.
Yeah.
And-
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, so, and then I showed up, and
Spiky hair.
yeah, there's some spiky hair going on, and I show up, and my friend's like, so what's this? And I'm like, He's like, wait, goth? I'm like, no, punk. He's like, okay, that's fine. Just don't be goth. And I'm like, why? What does that matter? He's
Don't
like,
be goth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was around the school shooting times, like when the first one happened in, well, not the first one, but the big one that happened in Colorado.
Columbine?
Yeah, Columbine had just happened, so you're really looked down on if you're a goth.
I never went through any other phases than preppy. I was always
I went through a punk phase.
in the American Eagle or Hollister. I know I didn't have enough money to go to Abercrombie, but I was at Plato's Closet a lot. So
Oh, I took all of my.
I was very preppy.
I took all of my direction, of course, from Gwen Stefani in the No Doubt days. So a lot of tartan plaid pants, a
Yeah.
lot of striped tube tops. I was pulling it
Belly
off.
chain?
Oh,
Did you have a belly chain?
Hells yes. Yep. We had the same cup size, so it worked out.
Yeah.
And boy,
You were a Harajuku girl?
I was a holla back girl.
Oh.
That's right. That's where we diverged.
That's bananas.
Because as I understand, she was not a hollaback girl. Did anyone else see Mary's calf in her birthday dress? Almost like she's a real girl who doesn't have girthy burps. That's Andrew in Detroit.
Thank you, Andrew in Detroit.
This guy focused on your calf.
Well, if you want to see the picture, it's at Mary Santora Comedy on Instagram.
Right.
I
You wanna
generally,
see-
I
Oh,
don't
you
like.
can't see my calf in that picture. I'll put the one on my story that he's talking about. I have
I don't
nice
like to be.
legs.
Oh, I thought you were being photographed with livestock. I was going to say
No.
that's not traditionally a great look.
Yeah, you want to look thinner. And,
Oh, there's the girthy burp.
There she is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything flattering of me?
Sure.
yes.
When other people do it, it weirds me out, but I can touch
AlanCoxShow.com.
my own.
There's Mary's wardrobe malfunction. It's very
I was trying to work
flattering.
my exit.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. The old sit and spit. Oh my
Do you have
God.
anything flattering of me?
No.
That's what I do around
Not
here.
even a little bit.
Work to flatter people. That's right.
No,
I save all my flattering clips for Poundcake.
Hey, I molest children.
Mm.
Do you have to play this that time of year?
I'm sorry?
You have to play this time of year. Not too thick, not too long. It doesn't hurt as much.
I love that.
No, I don't have to.
Blah, blah,
play.
blah, blah, blah. I would prefer
This
those.
time of year.
No,
It's
because
the
I'm just saying.
most molested time of the year.
Last year, someone tried to stop my paper. Bill remembers.
I do remember.
Stop your paper.
Someone called one of the events that we were doing, and they said that you shouldn't be working with this
He's
guy
a child
he
molester.
molests children.
Oh, right.
And of
Yeah.
course, the manager doesn't know any better.
Yeah,
She's
they're
like,
just like-
well, I don't think the station would hire him if he was a child molester.
Oh, we would.
What? I don't think so.
As long as you didn't do it on company property, right? Whatever you do in the privacy of your own home is up to you, right?
There's no kids in my home.
I don't think so.
Okay. That's not it?
No.
Keep the government out of my life,
Government.
right? The
Government.
government. There you go.
Well, I posted a picture on my Instagram story
Of
at
your
Mary
calf.
Santora Comedy.
Of your calf.
It's just a little peekaboo of my legs. I have a picture that I'm waiting to post of me and my girlfriend where our legs look killer. They look so good. I look like I'm 8 feet tall in that picture.
Do you flex
Let me
when you
see.
take a photo like that?
No, we were just sitting there. Plus, I don't know if you noticed the shoes I had on, but they're about 7-inch tall stilettos. So
I didn't
it
even
was-
see the picture.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Well, this is the one of me and my girlfriend that I'm gonna post a little bit later.
Okay.
Nice leggies, little leggy and vivacious, as Alan Cox would say. But that's one that he's talking about that I just posted too.
And where was that?
My story. That's at the 9.
Oh, okay.
Downtown, we went and had drinks. Well, I didn't have drinks. My friends had drinks at the vault after dinner. But yeah, it was a good night. We had a good night.
That's fun.
We went to Winterfest, and they did the tree lighting. Mark Nolan was emceeing the tree lighting.
Oh, he's out there,
which
boy.
was super cool. They had
He's in the
fireworks.
streets.
Santa was there.
You went to an outside tree lighting in that?
No.
Oh.
We had like street clothes on. Went to the outside tree lighting. Got ready for dinner. Went to dinner in that black dress.
Took your Carhartts off.
Took the Carhartts off. Got out of our little jumpers. No more wading boots. And we put on our slinky outfits. Went to dinner. Had drinks in a Dago. Went to the casino for a little bit. And then
How
came back.
many gals at this fete?
5 of us total.
5
my
total.
2 best friends, my 2 sisters, and myself.
How can you have 2 best friends?
We've been over this.
Because they're from different points in my life. Like I've known my friend Kelsey, I've known since middle school. We've been best friends since middle school. And then, my friend Ashley, we became friends later in life. Probably about 6 or 7 years ago.
And
we've been close ever since.
you don't feel compelled to make them duke it out for the title?
Not at all.
She uses the term best friend very loosely.
No,
well,
I don't.
and again, I hear a lot of people do this. They're like,
They're
these are
one of my best friends.
These are my best friends. Except I just feel like best is a very specific
It's a
terminology.
Highlander position. There's only
You
one.
There can be
guys are
only
in the
one.
school that you can only have one best friend.
I'm in the school of I knowing what best means.
You can have multiple best friends.
You cannot.
You can.
A best friend has bested all your other friends
You can
in
have
mental
better
and
friends.
emotional combat. You can have better friends. You go, this is my...
But they're completely different. Like my younger
You say,
sister is
"This
a
is one-"
different type of best friend than my friend Kelsey is.
That's why people say, this is one of my good friends, right? Good friends is plural. You don't say, these are all my best friends, because it devalues, whether they know it or not, it devalues that tag.
I agree.
So now you've got 2 or 3 people going, well, God, I don't know. It was
well, it
a
would
best
just be
friend."
those 4. Those are the 4.
Now it's 4?
Well, my 2 sisters and my 2 best friends. Those
don't
are the
count
2.
sisters.
Yeah,
are
but you've used
sisters.
this term for me. You used it for
You
Mike.
are one of my
used it-
best friends.
And again, it means nothing.
See, I get, oh, you're my gay best friend. I'm like, why you gotta put the gay in there? Like, why can't I just be your best friend? And you're just like, well, you're not my best of my friends, but you're like the best gay friend I have. I was like, well, thanks. That doesn't mean anything.
Right, but at least that is a separate demarcation. You're just talking about 2, I assume, Visco gals running around with you, and you go, oh, these are my best friends. There's nothing to separate them. Poundcake's a gay dude, so if somebody goes, you're my best gay friend,
GBF.
you could at least figure that out. These are just a couple of chicks that you ran into over the years, and they stuck around.
Oh, you're making it sound so much
Some
worse.
vagrants that you're like, hey, you want to be my best friend?
No, why?
I got a bunch of them.
Got anything to eat?
That sounds real good with that voice.
All right. Well, anyway, congratulations. You and your best girls looked fantastic.
Thank you.
According to that photo.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the calf.
Thank you.
According to the audience.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have the Christmas Kwanzaa tickets for you. That's Bill and Mary and all kinds of very funny people doing a show at the Agora on the 29th of this month. And if you want to go, I'll hook you up after the break.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio.